Man, Half-Life Source sucks. Sound familiar? Well, I don't blame you. Half-Life Source really does kinda suck. But what if I told you there is like an actual solution to this? More or less. Let me introduce you to a modification called Half-Life Source Fixed, which does exactly what it's describing. It fixes a lot of fundamental issues with Half-Life Source. The things I can name at the top of my head right now. For example, the subtitles are actually displayed correctly. There's a few physics fixes. Gunplay is improved. One major problem that I can name at the top of my head right now, for example, is the submachine gun, or if you play with the HD models, I think it's the M4 or M16. It's like Gordon having this weird notion of like nodding. I think it's supposed to emulate knockback, but it's just annoying. And in this modification you can actually just turn that off, so it's the same recoil as in Half-Life 1, vanilla. There's also this other thing that I noticed, it seems to be a sort of map resizement. I did try to play the Unforeseen Consequences resized map, and what it does, as far as I can tell, is essentially create the original maps from Half-Life 1. For example, there is this section where you can go to the train catwalk essentially, and if you go through like the airlock, it like closes up and loads a new part of the map, which was not the case in the original Half-Life 1, and that's the best example I can give for the map resizement. I cannot confirm much otherwise because I never really minded the map resizement, I'm gonna call it, in the Half-Life Source port. I did play until the On Rail chapter. I think I'm almost done. And I gotta say, it's overall, from my own experience, way more playable. It's not nearly as janky. Now, that doesn't mean it's perfect. It still has the weird artifacts that I can't really explain to you if you haven't played it yourself. The best I can say is when you're like launching a SMG grenade, it still has this really weird feel to it, is the best I can describe it. Shooting, like firing the shotgun, also feels a little weird. It's not perfect, but if you are let's say a little weird or like unique person like me, who just has a huge soft spot for Half-Life Source, I can recommend giving the mod a try. It's really enhancing or like fixing the experience to such a degree where I think I might actually try to make a new playthrough of this game with the mod fixes. So yeah, take that for what it's worth.